Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
50 set. 19. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 23 yards the pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 50-yard line.
19. Check 52's the line. Rip right.
From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Beckham complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. From the gun to give to Mixon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Hill on the return.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treat it as such.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Joe Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
And the Redskins 1st down.
Check 4.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they run with Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Green 18. It's out of time. It's out of time, guys. It's out of time. Shit. He's coming. 26. He's coming. 30.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
58. 55. I'm scared. Switch it.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting.
And that's caught inside the 30. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
59. 52. 52. Get that shot. Get that quarterback,
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back in the 25. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 31, Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A.J. Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, past the 20. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Davis will try to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Nixon will try the right side. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now it's Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
They're running it.
Rodgers going to throw again. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Mixon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. James has it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down, and the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
So we got man. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
The final shot before the break. Watson escaping the pressure right. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tighten up. Back north. No. All right.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 54 yards. They only needed a little bit, and they got a lot. A great job just grabbing the football away from the defender there.
And remember, it was 3rd and short, so the defensive front played run. They didn't pressure the quarterback. That meant despite the coverage down.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Big stop, please. Big stop. Let's go.
At the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson now to throw. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. Rodgers now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Slam, slam. Deuce, 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 deuce. He's coming.
On first down, Mixon hit, and the ball is out. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers throwing again. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They begin with a run by Davis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run it again here with Davis. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
552.
On first down, it's Watson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 34-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check tight. Mike, 55. Mike. Check 55, Mike.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 13.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Check. 58. Check 55 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? Check. Right now. You got 58. Hot. Back. Watch safety. Great.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Check the backer. Check the backer. Here, Mike.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Redskins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run here with Mixon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mike, 55. Check, 53. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Mixon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully